We're working on a 2012 Santa Fe today. Customer complaint is the ABS light is on, the traction control light and hill assist light is also on. So we scanned for codes and the wheel speed sensor signal performance came up. So I brought up the live data and brought the four wheels up on a test drive. The other three wheels, the speed increases, you know, nice and gradually, and as you increase the speed of the car. But the front left wheel was somewhat behind when you were driving. It would catch up, but it would just like that when it was, say, 20 kilometers per hour. This wheel here would be coming up 15, 16, and then eventually catch up to 20. So I loosened the CV joint nut just to push back the drive shaft to inspect the tone ring to see was there any sort of brakes on it, and you can see the clean part of the CV. You can see where it's after shifting forward a few mil. So the ABS sensor sits here. As the wheel turns around, it picks up on the teeth here on this reluctor wheel or tone ring, whatever you want to call it. So it must have been just kind of getting half a signal where it was picking it up eventually, just with an out of place. So I'm going to try and tap it back in, back into place, and then put it back together and see how it goes. But it'll have to be test drove afterwards because it took a little while to throw the light. But the ABS was acting odd from the start anyway, so we should know fairly quick if it's a fix or not. So I'll tap this back together and see how it goes. So just tapped it back into place there. It's a kind of flush fit on the front, and I just went back until it met up with the old rust mark, and it seems to be fine there. So I'll put it back all together and test drive, and I'll get back to you then and let you know how it worked out. So yeah, we put the whole car back together there and cleared the codes, brought it on about a 10-kilometer test drive there, and the light has stayed out. The ABS is working properly and everything is happy out. So I'll just show you here. So try and catch it. So the green light here on the bottom right, and then the ABS light and this traction control light were staying on. Now they'd go off after you cycle the key, but you drive it maybe a kilometer and the light was coming straight back on. But before the light would come on, when you would press the ABS, when you press the brakes, the ABS would activate, even though you weren't in a skid or even going too fast or anything like that. But just like that. So if you're getting an unwanted ABS activation or something like that, just have a look at the reluctor wheels. Make sure that the sensor is bolted in properly, that there's not a big build-up of rust underneath the sensor putting out of place. On some cars, the reluctor or the tone ring is built into the wheel bearing, so you'll have to inspect the inside of the wheel bearing for the damage or any damage there. So there's a couple of variables there just to check out. It's not always going to be a sensor or a wiring issue. I think that's some kind of, it's just like that, just something mechanical. I took the other CV joint, I let it back off just to see, and the tone ring there was a gap of about 10 mil between where it sits and there's a collar a little further, like 10 mil back from that. So if you are putting together just to measure that, that's your guideline. But on this one, I was lucky enough that the clean mark was visible, that I was able to put it back to that clean mark and just gently tap the back. I have just with a small rubber mallet. I don't know how it came out now. There could have been suspension work or something done on it, and it just got lodged out. It's a while since any work was done on this car, the customer said. So it could have been like that a little while and just gradually creeping out. So I just put a bit of Tech 7 just on a couple of spots, just to kind of keep that ring in place, just in case it shifted again. But the car has drove fine, no issues, so we're happy enough with it, the results there. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments, and thumbs ups and subscriptions are much appreciated. Thank you. Bye.